know just where I be, dog. I ain't being cocky, but Philly what I'm reppin'. Watch me check it like it's hockey. I ain't tryna get it twisted. If you get it, then you got me. If you with it, cool. If not, I'll treat you like a Tamagotchi. I'ma let you down point. Yeah, I never disappoint.
What's going on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Today's video is gonna be a little bit out of the ordinary for Fortnite. Usually we have my friend Ben or Thunder playing with us. However, this time we are playing solo, all by ourselves, and we're gonna end up finishing very, very high. We don't end up winning, so spoiler alert, but we do end up, doing very well. But today's video, I wanted to kind of talk about Fortnite as a whole. You know, what I like, you know, what I don't really like, just everything about Fortnite in one video. And so far, I am absolutely loving this game. Absolutely loving it. And there's not many things I would change. So let's just get into what I absolutely love about this game. So first of all, it kind of doesn't cater to new players that don't know what they're doing. So that's good. However, the bad thing about that is if lucky shots. And later in the video, you're going to see a gunfight where it should have had a lot more bullets hit than it did, but it was tough to watch because usually I would hit every single one of those shots and the guy would be dead, but in that case it wasn't. So that's kind of tough. Also, when you're shooting and in a gunfight in Fortnite, if you crouch, I believe it makes it more accurate. So I don't really like that, but again, not the biggest of deals. Obviously, it's just something I have to get used to with the game, and not very much else, you know, is really wrong with this game. I mean, more recently, there's been an issue with people using the pump shotgun, but not just using one, but they would use two, and then they would swap back and forth. It's almost just like a dual-wield shotgun thing, but it wasn't dual-wield. It was, you know, one and the other, and then they would switch, and it's just kind of, it's overpowered if you're good with it. And obviously, that's not just saying, you know, people are good. That's like almost abusing the system, because the pump shotgun is very good. Obviously, the better, you know, the higher level it is, then the better it's going to be. But when people are really good with it, like I've seen some of the best players use it, and it's just like, wow, how do you even hit all those shots? Like, I hate the pump shotgun, personally. So the fact that some people are so good with it that they feel the need to use two of them at the same time and swap back and forth. Like, the whole point of the tactical shotgun is to shoot quick, get your shots off, but it's a sniper, or not a sniper, it's a shotgun. So that's what the tactical shotgun's for. But the pump has more damage, so if you could swap back and forth, it's just damage, 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 and it's just overall overpowered. I mean, like I said, personally, I hate the pump shotgun, but, you know, I'm terrible with the tactical, so I've seen a lot of people complaining about it, so I figured I'd bring it up in the video of things I don't really like, because it has been used against me. Obviously, it's as easy as pressing left bumper or right bumper and shooting, or on PC, I guess it's just press your numbers, or, you know, whatever the case is. But I guess kind of a fix for that, you know, in my opinion, would be either to nerf the pump shotgun in general, or probably my more, I guess, my better opinion of it is to not allow players to have two of the same weapon in your inventory. Now, not even of just the same weapon, or I should say color, or, you know, level of gun. I mean gun in general. Like, you see my loadout right now in the game. It's a blue AR, a purple tactical shotgun, and a purple semi-automatic sniper rifle. Now, in order to get rid of that double pump problem, like I said, either not allow people to have two of the same weapon in your inventory, or almost make it so it's those two guns equal one gun. So you shoot the one, and the other one shoots two. So not at the same time, it doesn't do more damage, or, you know, double the damage, but it just counts as one gun. So it'd kind of be pointless to pick up that second gun. You know, does that make sense? I guess it doesn't really, but somehow we have to figure out a way to nerf that situation, because other than that, there is not much that is wrong with this game. And that's not even speaking biasly because I love this game. But you look at the ARs, obviously there's 3 different types of ARs. You have the normal AR, which I'm using in the video. You have the burst AR, which I personally hate. And then you have the SCAR. So you have the gray AR, the blue AR, or the gray AR, the green AR, the blue AR. I don't think there's a purple, and there's definitely not a gold. So it stops at blue. Then you have a burst all the way up to blue, and then you have the SCAR, which I believe starts at purple, or does it start at blue? I don't remember. But either way, you have, you know, good balance there between all of your assault rifles. Then you go to shotguns, and obviously the issue with the pump shotguns, there's that, but both shotguns, I don't really seem to mind. I'm personally terrible with them, so I'm trying to obviously get better with them. Then you have the snipers, which have, you know, obviously every level for both types of, I guess, sniper. Then you have the throwables being your normal grenades. You have the boogie bomb, which is kind of annoying, obviously, but I barely ever see it used against me, so I don't really find it too much of an issue. So later in the game, I'm going to end up finding one and killing one, you know, with it. Not with it, but you know what I mean. But it's not really too much of a problem to where it happens all the time to where it needs to be nerfed, but it's also rather annoying. But obviously, you could do the same thing, carry boogie bomb, and, you know, kill someone with it. But it's also cool that it makes you dance, which is, we'll talk about in a bit. Then what else do you have for throwables? You have smoke grenades, which are, you know, they're cool, I guess. I don't really use them. I don't see them really used, but, you know, they're cool, I guess. I mean, I'd use them if I had a team that was playing super tactically or something. So, you know, that's cool. Then what else do you have for throwables? You have grenades, I already said that. Smoke grenades, boogie bombs. I think that's the only throwables. Then you have the rocket launcher, which is fine, you know, whatever. Then you have the grenade launcher, again, fine, whatever. I know, I get it. I don't really use them too much. I even know I really should be using them a lot more, but I don't. Then you have, you know, med kits are fine, bandages are fine. Then the shields, I mean, most people wouldn't really like the shields. I don't really mind. You know, they added those small shields and they go up to 25 each. So it only stops. The other thing is it stops at 50. So personally, I would love to see a little bit better, I don't want to say balance, but I'd love to see a little bit better system with the shields to where those small shields do 25 or even nerf it down to like 20 or something per thing, so that way you use them. Like, they're supposed to be quickly, and then you have, say, those big shield pots, the potions. I call potions pots, so if I say pots, it means potions. So you have those shield pots that are the bigger ones that give, is it 50 or, I think it's 50. So you still have those, and those should take double as long as one of them. And then you have the slurps, I don't know what exactly they're called, the slurp shield thing. You know what I'm talking about if you play the game. And those replenish, is it 25 shield, but it goes slowly, and then 25 health. So those are super cool, because like if you're low on health and you're a little bit lower on shields, then it helps there. Or if you're low on health and you don't really have anything else to heal yourself with, then, you know, that's awesome. Then as far as traps go, I don't even see them used too much on console. At least, obviously, on PC, I see them a ton more. Console, I don't want to say very rarely, but not a lot of people put up traps. I mean, I always collect them, but I never really use them, so I don't really know why I do that. But, you know, traps are kind of like boogie bombs. They're super rare to see, and, you know, when they're used, obviously, they're effective. So those are good and balanced. And then, obviously, there's the wall ones, the floor ones. You know, those are fine. Then you also have campfires, which are super cool. I mean, that was a great addition to the game, honestly. A little bit of a different What else do you have? Obviously, your building materials. It's still kind of funny that you can mine a rock and get bricks, but you know what? You know, whatever. Back in the day, what was it? How was it? Oregon Trail or something like that? You'd kill like a bison or something, like chicken meat or something like that. I don't know. It was really weird, but one of those games was a little bit strange like that. But other than that, there's nothing really that's like out of the ordinary, honestly. I mean, then you have, I forgot about the pistols, But the pistols are, I'd say they're pretty balanced, except for the silenced pistols. Honestly, I hate the silenced pistols only because I feel like if you hit your shots with those, like, you could snipe someone halfway across the map, which is kind of the problem. Like, a silenced pistol should only be good for a certain range, and then the damage fall off should be, there should definitely be a huge drop off for damage. Like, if you hit someone across the map, like I see some of these better players doing, it shouldn't be doing 50 damage or 70 damage instantly. Like, I get that that was a good shot and everything, but like, you guys see on the screen now, like, you see where that trailer is. I shouldn't be able to do the same amount of damage from point blank to that trailer. Like, it just doesn't really, it doesn't really make sense. So those should be a little bit nerfed, but not so much to where they're irrelevant, because you don't really see pistols used at all unless they're the silenced ones. So obviously they're using it for a reason, and they'd rather have that than, you know, rockets or a sniper or a grenade launcher or an AR shotgun, whatever. They'd rather have a silenced pistol than something else. So that's kind of another thing that I don't really care for, but you know what, I'll deal with it. Doesn't really get used too much on console, at least so I found so far. Then you have the silent, or I forgot about the submachine guns also. Again, those don't really get used too much unless you're early game and just trying to get those intro kills and, you know, get a good gun, and then you're home free. Then you have all your normal guns and you have nothing to worry about. So overall, Fortnite, I love the game. Obviously, a couple tweaks, it'd be perfect. And the best part is, it's free. Like, I would love to support, like, if I would have had to pay for this game, I definitely would have. No question about it. Like, if I would have played a free beta, well, played the game in beta, which I did. Well, it still am, I guess, if it's still in beta. I would have definitely paid for this game. 100%. I mean, that's just no question. This game is absolutely amazing. So when I first heard about this game, I actually downloaded it on PC, but my computer wasn't able to run it, so I was like, you know what? I think Ben at the time told me, hey, it's on Xbox too. Well, Xbox One also. And I was like, alright, you know, let me go download it. And then I think the next day we started playing and grinded, and we've had tons of fun since. And I think we're at around like 10 wins, like, as a duo so far, or something around there. I don't really remember the exact number, but, you know, we've had some solo wins, both of us. I think I have 1 or 2, or maybe 3 now, and I think he has a bunch. Obviously, he plays a little bit more solo than I do, but, you know, it's overall fun. So shortly to come, we're gonna have some more, you know, doubles games with Ben, and I do want to say thank you guys for all the support on, you know, the 3 different games, you know, uploaded. Like, that was a huge change for me, and I didn't really want to do it because, you know, I was trying to stay with one audience. But with me not really enjoying playing NHL, you know, I've always played Call of Duty in the background, like, always. And then Fortnite obviously became, you know, like, just burst onto the scene, and I was like, you know what, I want to play all 3 of these. So it's lots of fun. I'm glad with my new schedule. I'm having a ton of fun playing all 3 games right now. Not really so much NHL, but, you know, the other 2 games definitely having a lot of fun with. I'm struggling right now in Call of Duty, which seems really weird, but I'm struggling a lot, which I don't understand why, because I'm using the same guns, I'm hitting my shots, like, I'm shooting straight, so I don't really know what I'm doing wrong. But as the video comes down to the last 2 minutes here, let's talk about the gameplay itself. So up until this point, we landed at Tomato Town, you know, we worked our way, we got 1 kill initially, you know, ran around, found some more kills, and then now we found ourselves in, I don't even know what part of the map this is, but we have 7 kills. There's 5 people left, and I know there was a guy at that tower on my right, kind of, that I keep peeking at, and then I'm going to end up spotting this guy, which I'm pretty sure was the guy that jumped out either the big tower or the tower that I'm in. But I need to move, and this is something I'm very bad at, and that is trying to figure out where I want to go next. So I don't know which guy this was, but I ended up finding this little metal base down here, and I'm just hoping to pick him off because I basically want to take his base over as my own. And not just as my own, but I'm pretty sure it's in the safe zone as well. and then I would probably move up on top of the hill, or, you know, into the forest somewhere, like on the edge of the safe zone, and somehow that. But this is where it all starts going. I don't want to say downhill, but I misbuild, which kind of sucks, so I'm forced to take a shot, which gives rid of, you know, gets rid of 6 of my health. So I hit him once, and then I hit him again. So he must have been somewhat weak as far as health goes, because I didn't actually see the number, but I didn't really hit him for that much the first time. So it was only like 16 shield. So the second shot must have hit him for, you know, a good amount. So obviously I was super weak. I popped both of my small shields, hit my med kit, and then, you know, we're into the game. I also forgot to mention earlier, bandages. I really wish you could bandage up to 100%, you know, 100 health. That's ridiculous. But anyway, back into the game here. So we're in the safe zone, and this is where I always screw up. So I'm like, alright, my mentality is like, I know there's a guy on top of this hill. I'm already in the safe zone, but my mentality is always Call of Duty related. And I'm like, alright, I need to challenge this guy. And I'm going to try to, you know, get up to this guy and kill him. Then I look away from him for some reason, and I get blown up by a rocket, which gives me super. Look at this gunfight. Not a single one of these bullets are connected. Not a single one. So that's where it kind of, you know, I kind of choked a little bit. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button down below. And this video, it kind of sucked, because if I would have killed that guy, the other 2 people in the game were terrible. I mean, I would have killed them, no question about it. Like, I would have been posted up in a base, and they were terrible, and, you know, I would have almost guaranteed won the game. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, guys, like I said, if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. As always, guys, see you next time.
I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body so I can take you wherever. Like, I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body, I can look at you and